Please, how am I to get to Narnia?"
"On my breath," said the lion. "I will blow you into the west of the world as I blew Eustace."
"Shall I catch him in time to tell him the first sign? But I suppose it won't matter. If he sees an old friend, he's sure to go and speak to him, isn't he?"
"You will have no time to spare," said the lion. "This is why I must send you at once. Come, walk before me to the edge of the cliff." Jill remembered very well that if there was no time to spare, that was her own fault.
"If I hadn't made such a fool of myself, Scrub and I would have been going together, and he'd have heard all the instructions as well as me," she thought.
So she did as she was told. It was very alarming walking back to the edge of the cliff, especially as the lion did not walk with her but behind her, making no noise on his soft paws. But before she had got anywhere near the edge, the voice behind her said, "Stand still. In a moment I will blow. But first, remember, remember the signs. Say them to yourself when you wake in the morning, and when you lie down at night, and when you wake in the middle of the night. At whatever strange things may happen to you, let nothing turn your mind from following the signs. And secondly, I give you a warning. Here on the mountain I have spoken to you clearly. I will not often do so down in Narnia. Here on the mountain the air is clear and your mind is clear. As you drop down into Narnia, the air will thicken. Take great care that it does not confuse your mind, and the signs which you have learned here will not look at all as you expect them to look when you meet them there. That is why it is important to know them by heart and pay no attention to appearances. Remember the signs and believe the signs. Nothing else matters. And now, daughter of Eve, farewell." The voice had been growing softer towards the end of this speech, and now it faded away altogether. The voice had been growing softer towards the end of this speech, and now it faded away altogether. Jill looked behind her, and to her astonishment, she saw the cliff had already been more than 100 yards behind her, and the lion himself a speck of bright gold on the edge of it. She had been setting her teeth and clenching her fists for a terrible blast of lion's breath. But the breath had already been so gentle that she had not even noticed the moment at which she had left the earth. And now there was nothing but air for thousands upon thousands of feet below her.